First off, happy holidays, happy New Year's. I hope 2025 was a great year to you, and I hope 2026 is going to be just as great, if not even better. Now that we got all the formalities out of the way, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. Yeah, it's going to be that type of video, I guess. And I can't believe I'm starting off the year with this kind of a rant type video, but stick around, I guess. Maybe you will find yourself agreeing with me, disagreeing with me. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this entire situation once I'm done ranting about it. And I just want to make myself perfectly clear because I could already feel the incoming shill comments, or I already got a comment like this on Twitter. Somebody like accused me of surrounding myself with Nasu dick riders, for example, and I'm just like, okay. So let me make myself perfectly clear that even the most stupid among you, even the most cognitively challenged among you could comprehend and understand what I'm saying. In regards to FGO JP's ending, which is pretty divided online, I'm sure you guys have seen it. Despite my initial thoughts, despite what I said in my initial first impressions video in my stream, and maybe in the comments, I think a Twitter post here and there, after giving it some time, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the ending. And that's not even taking into account other people's opinions, because I know a lot of people didn't like the ending, but even just me sitting down and thinking about it without anyone else's influence, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, man, not really feeling it. Yeah, like not really feeling it at all. It doesn't sit well with me. I wish there was at least an alternate ending, and I was one of those people. One of those many people who were coping so hard. Oh man, December 31st. Once we hit December 31st, that second choice that we had before the final battle, that's gonna mean something. There's gonna be an alternate ending. Abigail's gonna show up, David's gonna do something, this, that, or the other. You know, there were so many like coping, I guess, like looking back at it, it was like hard cope. But genuinely, I just wanted to see a different ending, a better ending. But I guess this is the ending that we got. Not gonna lie, a small sliver of me is still hoping that something else is still gonna happen. Yes, we're past the 31st, but apparently on the 6th or something like that, there is a planned scheduled maintenance in JP. And they didn't really dive into what exactly is going to happen after that maintenance or what the maintenance is for. So there's a little bit of cope in there. You know, there's still some people holding on to that small sliver of hope that, okay, maybe they will implement an alternate ending or something along those lines. Who knows? But otherwise, I'm going to try to learn my lesson and just like not really think that much deep into it and just let it happen. If they're gonna surprise us, let them surprise us. Screw it. I'm just gonna accept the ending for what it is right now, because if I'm disappointed on the 6th, that's on me, and that's gonna be on you too if you're expecting another alternate ending or whatever. So again, didn't like the ending, but I'm gonna accept it for what it is. Screw it. And the other thing I want to talk about and make perfectly clear is about the recent JP New Year's stream. And the general consensus online, and I'm part of that consensus really, is that aside from the new servant that was released, the stream itself was a whole lot of nothing pretty much. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean to disrespect the VAs or the devs or the artists that were featured in that stream. Genuinely, I like it when they talk about their experience, how much fun they had over the years, voice acting for the game or designing servants for the game or whatever. It is very wholesome, very nice content. But in the end of the day, the game just ended. The 10-year journey finally ended. And since it was the first stream post-ending, a lot of us wanted to see what was planned ahead for the future of FGO, for at least the immediate future of 2026. But there was pretty much nothing. There was no silhouette servants to tease the future of the year. Now, we still have that one silhouette servant that they delayed from last year, but aside from that servant, there is nothing else planned out for the rest of the year as of this moment. On top of that, there's no event roadmap, there's no schedule for the next couple of months. And even though they have said that there is content planned out for at least until Valentine's, and they do already have plans for 11th anniversary, in the end of the day, this New Year stream did not really dive deep into those things. They didn't really go into detail about those things, and there was really nothing to get players excited about the future of FGO, really, which is unfortunate because, again, we're fresh out of the end of part 2. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't expecting them to drop like a part 3 trailer or something to imply a bigger story, because again, the ending just happened. It's still fresh. We don't want to just automatically transition into a new big story right away. They want to let it sit for a while at least. I get that, but myself and a lot of other people, we wanted to at least see something, but we didn't. The most we got was Kano Yoshiki saying something along the lines of like hoping to take on new challenges, excited to take on new challenges for the year. But again, that could literally mean anything. It could mean anything from more animation updates, maybe implementing a new servant class, maybe a new event type, we really don't know what he means by that. So even though I appreciate him for saying that, in the end of the day, it doesn't really do anything for us, you know what I mean? So again, the JP stream didn't really do a good job increasing morale and motivation to keep playing the game for not just JP players actually, but even NA players. Over the years, I like to throw out hypotheticals, and over the past couple years, I've every now and then put out that hypothetical in my streams or in videos where I ask you guys, would you guys keep playing the game if, assuming you're an NA player, you as an NA player, would you keep playing the game knowing that the JP game is ending in the near future 2 years from now? And when I ask that, generally the answer from NA players is either one of two things. At best, NA players would keep playing just to see the end, you know, they're already this deep in, they might as well see the ending, but they would be less invested in terms of investing time into it, in terms of whaling in the game. They wouldn't be as into it. They would play it, but wouldn't be as into it. That, or at worst, NA players would just quit, because in the end of the day, what is the point of keep playing and supporting FGO NA if you know the ending is near? And listen, I understand both perspectives, sinking with the ship or just quitting while you're ahead. I get it. What I don't understand and what I don't get is all the doom posting. I feel like it's been going on for like, what, the past 5 years pretty much? All the doom posting on Twitter, on Reddit, on 4chan, on all these different threads online, on freaking YouTube, on Facebook, on MySpace, on Pornhub, on Xvideos, on Chatterbait, whichever website you use, you're most likely gonna find at least 10 threads every day talking about end of service nowadays. The constant doom posting of end of service this, end of service that, the game is ending, the game is dead, the game is dying, the game is over, my dick is so dry, it's so hard, but I can't find a girl to save my life, I need someone to suck my dick, please somebody help me. Those type of posts are nothing new, but they have increased substantially over the past couple days because of FGO Part 2 ending. And on top of that, the JP stream being somewhat lackluster. And again, I understand the frustration, but I can't get behind spreading objectively false information, such as saying the game is confirmed to be ending. As lackluster as the JP stream was, in the end of the day, the game is still continuing. Nothing was said in that stream that confirms or explicitly states that the game is entering its end of service. Nothing. So to all the players who are spreading pure BS, pure bullshit, and fear-mongering in the community, please do me a favor, suck a fat one. I'm sure wherever you live, you could probably find a homeless person who's just as sexually frustrated as you, and I'm sure you guys could work something out. Because genuinely, you're not helping an already nervous and confused community. And the reason I am talking about this really is because I was vibing in the NA New Year stream, you know, wishing people good luck, wishing people happy holidays, Happy New Year. What are you going to be rolling for? Oh, that's cool. I recommend going for this, but more power to you. You know, just hamming it up with the NA community, the NA players. And it's not uncommon to see JP players in the live chat being stupid, spoiling stuff, or asking for early updates or stuff of that nature. But what was especially alarming to me was seeing NA players, like NA exclusive players, actually contemplating quitting the game because they genuinely think the game is ending because of all the misinformation that's being out there, that's being spread from this constant doom posting from all these weird people online who for some reason made it their life's mission to talk about the game, the end of service, to talk about the game dying. Like, what? I even saw some people in the chat that were taunting NA players, like, oh, why you keep playing the game? Why you keep supporting the game? There's no point in doing it. The game is literally ended. I don't know what you guys' intentions are. I'm assuming a lot of you guys are trolls, which would make sense. This is the internet we're talking about. But maybe some of you guys genuinely have good intentions to where maybe you want to save NA players from future disappointment. But this is not the way to go about it. Don't spread misinformation that the game is ending, because all you're really doing is ruining people's fun and ruining people's experience with not just the NA game, but even the JP game as a whole. And again, like I said earlier, I get not liking the ending of the story. I get not liking Nasu's writing. I get not liking the devs and the lack of information in the New Year stream. I get all those. None of that stuff justifies you spreading misinformation, blatantly lying to people, and urging people to quit the NA game. That does not make sense to me. That's just something I cannot agree with. There's people on my Twitter who were saying, like, listen, that's the devs' fault though. Like, okay, yeah, you're right. It is stupid for fans to do that, but in the end of the day, it's the devs' fault. It's FGO's fault. And in reply to that, I said, okay, so if I go to a restaurant that I generally like for years now, and that restaurant lets me down, maybe they gave me a stale piece of bread, then I am justified in walking up to a random family at the other side of the restaurant who are enjoying the food, enjoying the vibe, minding their own business. I am justified in walking up to them and bitching and moaning about my experience, even if they didn't ask, even if they didn't invite me. That's apparently the restaurant's fault and not me being a fucking asshole. So like a lot of things in life, it takes two to tango. Yes, it's the dev's fault for releasing a lackluster stream, for not being as transparent with the community. Yes, okay, I agree on that. But that shouldn't translate to, let me go harass NA players, let me go harass the NA localization team, let me go crazy online and spread misinformation about end of service. Two wrongs don't make a right. And I'm all for constructive criticism. I'm all for voicing your opinion. But when your opinions are baseless, when you present them as facts, that's when you lose me. And if that somehow makes me a shill, if that somehow makes me a Nasu dick rider, if that makes me Albert Cow's little bitch, then I guess it is what it is. Your sense of reality is obviously messed up, so if that's how you interpret my message, if that's how you interpret my video and my argument, then you know, I can't help you. Anyway, that's pretty much the video, and the reason I wanted to make this video, I just had to get it off my chest because I've been in this community for what, 10 plus years at this point. Some people definitely longer, like pre-FGO, like big Type Moon fans, right? And at times this community could be great. At times this community is something I could be proud of, something I could be proud to be a part of. But a lot of the times, especially in recent years, man, just to put it plain and simple, some of you guys are just stupid. I'm sure I'm gonna get a couple of comments that agree with me. I'm sure I'm gonna get a good amount of comments that are gonna disagree with me or troll, in which case your comment will most likely get deleted, so haha. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and comment down below. Let me know your general thoughts about the topic of this video, about the ending of FGO. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let's keep it spoiler free for the most part. What did you think about the JP stream? What do you personally think is the future of FGO? And if you're one of those end of service fucks, those doom posting bitches, then do myself a favor and everyone else a favor. Take your longest finger, point it straight up, make sure you have it nice and straight, stand up slightly, position your hand underneath with your finger still pointing up, and just sit on your finger. Just sit on it, make sure it goes straight in. Once you have it nice and firmly placed inside your asshole, maybe wiggle your finger around and you might feel something. You might actually feel something. And don't forget, don't be an NPC. Subscribe to me, the MC, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.